Those of you who know me have been waiting for this day. Welcome to another episode of Latte Words, where we sip some coffee and talk about words. So this one has been a long time coming, but as you know, I have a little 10-month-old almost. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be 10 months soon. Where did the time go? And streaming video games while also taking care of a little one and then editing it after is way beyond what I'm able to do right now. So it's been taking me a very, very long time to put this together, but I think I'm finally at the point where I can at the very least introduce this series of videos that I'm about to do. These videos are going to cover how I use The Sims 4 to generate plot ideas, create characters, build scenes for stories, and move the plot forward. Some of you are probably wondering, how do you use The Sims to do this? And that's where I'm gonna help you. Today, I'm giving you a special gift, the excuse to play video games while researching for your stories. You can thank me with a like down below and clicking subscribe. So this isn't the first time that I've talked about using video games to help drive your story creation. I actually have a link to an article I wrote down below that I did about a year ago. And well, I like to think that that was a lovely article. I also know that we all need some visuals, and that's where this YouTube video series is coming in. I am going to do some playthroughs with The Sims and some of my characters that I'm using for my stories, and how I use them within The Sims to help me kind of figure out certain plot points or describe a scene or describe the look of a character. There are so many things you can do with The Sims to help you with your story. So like I said before, not gonna lie, it's gonna take me a little while to get these videos out because they do require a lot of editing. But of course, you're gonna have a playlist down below. You'll know whenever I update that playlist. I'll make sure to make it very clear that it's being updated. The benefit though of me taking forever to get these out is that this gives you the opportunity to comment down below with any ideas or suggestions you have for me in terms of covering storytelling within The Sims. Or if you have questions about how to play The Sims, or different cheats or different custom content that you think you might want to try using, I can do a whole video on custom content and building and all of that. Just let me know in the comments here or in future videos if you want to see any of that. Hello, author tubers. This is a formal request for you to help me figure out how to get big gameplay videos onto my phone. So basically, I'm going to be playing on my desktop in The Sims, and I'm going to be recording it on like the Logitech webcam thing. And then somehow I need to get that onto my phone, but obviously Gmail has like limits for the data that you can use and all of that stuff. And I don't want to make this too difficult on me because I have no time for this. So if you can think of the easiest, fastest way for me to get all of those screen captures from my computer into my phone so that I can edit on my phone, which is how I'm editing all of these videos now. I know it's very basic, but I have to because it's the only way I'm gonna do it with a kid. Anyway, so I have a few sneaky screenshots of the house that I built in The Sims 4 that is based on my house in my work in progress called the Charm House. Obviously, since the house is part of the story's title, it's a major player. So I wanted to make sure that I was describing it well enough and in enough detail, and I felt like I could see it very easily. And that's where The Sims came in. And that will be probably our first video of the series, how I built the Charm House and how I use that building to help me describe the building in the story. As you can see, the Charm House is in the middle of a beautiful forest, and it was made out of shipping containers that were kind of put together a little bit, I don't want to say haphazardly, but the person who built this house originally was not exactly a professional. Anyway, so somehow this house managed to survive a good few decades, and it's still going strong, and there's a new owner. I guess you can call it an owner. She doesn't really own the place, she just kind of squats there, but we're in a post-apocalyptic world here, so I mean, yeah. We've also got my basement that is their little hideaway in case there's a huge storm that comes, and that's very key for the story as well, so I definitely wanted to include that. And then you can see the gardens that they've created in order to be self-sufficient. There are also old solar panels and water collectors that help them to, if the solar panels are working at least, that help them to get a little bit of electricity, which is very hard to come by in this new world. Basically, this world is about I don't want to say 100 years, no, a few decades in the future when these crazy storms have happened and basically our climate is under complete crisis and everybody is in this post-apocalyptic world and trying to survive on basics. There's no more internet. I think that alone will tell you what you need to know. Anyway, so those were a few little sneaky screenshots, and I hope that it kind of excites you for this series. I'm personally really excited because I'm a huge gamer, and this is not going to be the only game that I will be using to help me drive my story. So please keep watching for more. Make sure to subscribe below. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye!